season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been built. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll bring it out from in less than ideal field position on that poor return. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just trucks the man. He shreds the tackle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, it's play action. He eludes the rush. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Just a great job overall by this defense. They had him surrounded. In fact, I'm surprised with that kind of pressure. They weren't able to come up with a sack. Now, give a little bit of credit to the quarterback for his ability to escape that pressure. But, boy, if you're this defense, you can come up with more plays like that. It's going to be a great
marker inches away.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Buckeyes. Offense off to a great start. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of down.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Oh, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line. But how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34.
This is why running the football is so important. Play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Fair catch made at the 35. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Ducks will line up to punt it away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Sims. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a fourth down call. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That run moves the ball across the 35. A gain makes it second and medium. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. And looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Lewis. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another huge gain for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback. Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So remember, they missed the field goal earlier. Now they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that one's picked off. What a play. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Back to pass. It's Sims. Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A punt return for a touchdown. Kirk, that return man kind of carves his place in the championship game.
I got this one. Takes it back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. The turn begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Second down after that run. Back to throw. It's Sims. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First down here for this offense. We get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. The pass rush closing in. And he pulls in the catch. He has first down yardage at the 46. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And the Ducks will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And he fields it at the 15. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Now uses the spin move to get into the open. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy...
Football knocked loose in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver makes the grab. Runner with an impressive spin move there. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. A completion makes it second down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Buckeyes are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Ball handed off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep it.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This should be the last play of the quarter. Sticking with the running game. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Heck of a ride for a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Oof. The risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The Ducks will have to kick this away. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. At to begin with a quick throw to the left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Here's the second down play. They'll toss it to the right side. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a play by this quarterback. We're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And that will pick up the first down. He'll spot it at 38.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Back in motion now. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to extend the play. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
4th down, he's throwing for it. And now another deep ball here. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Second down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Here's the handoff, running behind the big right tackle. As they bring him down, they tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. And he spikes it to stop the clock. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quick throw to his receiver. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Now play number 9 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Well, that was close to a disaster if that is a sack here late in this game. The quarterback does a good job of just throwing that ball away to keep them alive and give them a chance here on fourth down. Remember now, they need a touchdown. They've got to be able to convert here. Not thinking about a field goal. They're thinking about 6 points.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.